Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking a look at the Gladiator in For Honor. Gladiator is a really easy assassin to play with in For Honor. I enjoy using the deflex, the counters, and the skewer overall with Gladiator. I just personally enjoy him and enjoy his kit. Gladiator in For Honor is a brash and boastful prize fighter that couldn't care less about a war or factions. They just want to prove that they are the best warrior in the world. In For Honor, Gladiator's fighting style is more difficulty of easy, has an adaptable fighting style, and has good stamina management, but he's more mix-up intensive when it comes to it at best in For Honor. Today we're just going to go over his kit as best we can and go over the feats and then get some gameplay going with the Gladiator. So if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more For Honor content. But yes, here we go into the Gladiator guide. So the first thing we'll go over is Gladiator's lights and heavies. So we'll break it up. So we'll do neutral lights and heavies first, then we'll do chain lights and heavies afterward. Okay, so for the neutral lights, as you can see, they do 12 damage on all sides and they cost 9 stamina. For the chain lights, now Gladiator's chain goes up 4 times, so he can do 4 attacks while doing this chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As you saw there, it does 12 damage for the first one, 13 for the second, 11 for the third one, and 15 for the final damage number. So 15 is a really big damage number right there, y'all. When it comes to a light, it's like also a lot of front forward dodge light right there for Gladiator. Okay, so going over the heavies, the neutral heavy, all of them do 23 damage. All of them do 23 damage on all sides and 12 stamina. And for the chain heavies, they do 30 on all sides, 30 on all sides, and it costs 12 stamina as well, so it's not too bad. But just be careful when using them all the time. Just try to preserve your stamina as best you can. Okay, the next thing we'll go over is Gladiator Skewer. So for Gladiator Skewer, so how do you do it? Well, the way to do it is you gotta pull back on the left stick and press right trigger. And you can do this after a light like I did right there. And you can also do it after a heavy. And you can get some bleed damage in, which the bleed damage does a lot of damage whenever you get either a deflect. After you get like the skewer connected on your opponent, it does a lot of damage. Also with the skewer, you can get a punch while the opponent's on the wall while you have them skewered. A punch, and then you can get a free heavy easily like that. 23 damage for a top heavy. The next thing we'll go over for Gladiator is Gladiator's punches. So Gladiator's punches, right, I like this. So you can do a side dodge punch, which they don't do any damage. They really just cost 12 stamina, but you can get a skewer after this punch. You can go for the skewer if you want. You can go for a heavy after, which does around 30 damage when it comes to it. Now, what I like to do sometimes whenever I go for the side dodge punch, I like to just delay my attacks as best I can. That way I can get the best damage possible and maybe it'll go through. The opponent might fall for it and it'll go through. But overall, I would use the bashes just to dodge my opponent's attacks and just possibly start up my chain again with the heavy and maybe go for a toe stab afterward after I do that heavy. That way I can get something going for my chain. Alright, the next thing we'll go over here for Gladiator is the toe stab. Now the toe stab itself, it's pretty simple. The way to do it is to pull back on the left stick and press X. And that's how you do the toe stab. And the toe stab does 10 damage. And you can also get people on the ground with the toe stab, which will also set you up for a free heavy or a free skewer. But overall, that's what you would use for the toe stab when someone's out of stamina. Just really use the toe stab whenever they're out of stamina or if your opponent's very low. Catch them off guard. The next thing we'll go over for Gladiator is the parry counters. The parry counters for Gladiator are simple. All you gotta do is just parry and then press X after. And with that second one, you can also get a heavy afterward. Coming from the parry counter, you can go for a heavy, which does catch people off guard too. The next thing we'll go over is Gladiator's deflex. This here makes Gladiator so fun to play with sometimes. So I'm gonna just show y'all the deflex. And that there is Gladiator's deflect. It does get some bleed damage in. I mean, with any assassin, it gets bleed damage. Or, well, kind of. I think Orochi doesn't give bleed damage off. But I know that Gladiator gives off bleed damage. Same goes with Peacekeeper and Shaman. The way to do this, again, you just move your guard into the opponent's move right here. Or or which either direction they go. You just move it into the opponent's guard, and that's how you do the deflect. You just press RT afterward. Alright, the next thing we'll go over the side dodge lights. So Gladiator side dodge lights, regular lights that do 15 damage on all sides. You can also get a skewer off of these lights too. You can go for a skewer too, and you can also go for a toe stab as well while doing these lights. The final thing that I'll go over with Gladiator is Gladiator zone. Now the zone, we all know how to do the zone. You just press right bumper and right trigger together, and you can do the zone right there. And the zone, I like the zone. It does 14 damage if you let it fly. Now if you're trying to use it in a chain, say like I do light, heavy, feint the skewer and go for that, I can do that chain. I can continue doing it over and over again. The zone in a chain isn't that bad. Now some people will not fall for it, and they will dodge the zone, because the zone itself, it is a bit clumsy to use sometimes. They'll dodge it. So when it comes to that, if they dodge it, just feint it and then maybe go for a toe stab if you want to. Now you don't have to do that. It's all up to you and what you want to do. Preferably I would use the zone to just finish my opponent off as best I can. If they're low health, use the zone, kill them, and then you get the win like that. That's what I would do. I would just use the zone to kill my opponent. That's all you have to do with Gladiator when it comes to using the zone. And that there is pretty much it when it comes to the Gladiator overall. Now if I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments down below what I did miss. Just give me some feedback. Some criticism is all a-okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over the Gladiator's feats in For Honor. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Gladiator's feats. Now we will go over all of them. Now again, if you want to see the full feat list and the whole information about the feats, like what their percentages are, you can go into the information hub. I'll have the link for it down below in the description. So we're just gonna briefly go over them and just go over an overview of them. All right, so for tier 1, for the first one we have Iron Lungs. This is a passive. You can still sprint while out of stamina. The next one we have is Bounty Hunter. This here is a passive. You gain health and stamina when you kill another hero. For the third one, for tier 1, we have Deadly. This here is a passive. Attack deals slightly more damage every 3 seconds. For tier 2, we have Righteous Deflect. This here is a passive. You parry to gain high damage reduction for a short time. For the next one we have Haymaker. This here is a passive. Punches, kicks, and throws deal damage. So whenever you have this activated, you do damage by using those punches that I showed you earlier. This is really good for Breach or for Dominion when playing with Gladiator, so I would highly take this in playing 44 modes. For the third one, for the second tier, we have Executioner's Respite. When executing an enemy hero, gain an extra amount of health based on the execution's duration. For the tier 3, for the first one, we have Pugno Mortis. So you throw an explosive that deals moderate damage in an area. And for the second one, we have Neptune's Wrath. You throw a Triton for moderate damage. So Gladiator throws their Triton at the opponent, does moderate damage. Well, actually I wouldn't say moderate, it does hella damage, man. For the third one we have Boladorus. So it's a projectile that deals low damage and traps an enemy for a short time. For the tier 4 feats, we have Fear Itself. Nearby enemies have lower defenses. Again, you just lower their defense with Fear Itself. For the second one we have Catapult. You call a catapult strike that deals massive damage over an area. For the last one we have Roar of the Crowd. You greatly raise attack and sprint stats. Whenever you have this feat activated, your attack is increased a lot, and sprint stats are increased a lot as well. So you have increased sprint attack, increased attack as well. Increased speed is pretty much a good feat for just taking in any mode, to be honest. But this is what I usually run with. I run Bounty Hunter, Haymaker, Neptune's Wrath, and Roar of the Crowd. This is what I usually run whenever I'm playing Dominion, Deathmatch. I mean, you can't take it in duels, but I just run it in the 44 modes. This is really what I run. You can take whatever you want. You don't have to like go take any of this. You don't have to copy this at all. You can take whatever you want. Okay, we went over the feats. Let's go ahead and get some gameplay with the Gladiator. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we just joined in a match. Oh boy. So they're already fighting right now. So we got a Zerker here. You also have an Orochi here. Alright, I guess all 3 of them are fighting. I didn't want to fight right there in that close space. I was gonna try and get some more space and all. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that parry counter. There's the skewer. Get him on the wall. Nice. There's parry. Come here. There's parry again. And there it is again. Gotcha. Wait. Nice, man. Just Gladiator feels so good to me. This is gonna be my main assassin, really. I was gonna make Orochi my main assassin, but I just don't like Orochi no more.
Round two.
I just don't enjoy him. Orochi's just not my favorite to play with. All right, here we go. So this is gonna be a bit tough since it's Berserker. All right, there we go. Nice. Heavy. Aw. Woo. There's parry. There's parry again. Oh, I had the parry too. Ah, that sucks, dude. Also, I forgot to mention, guys. So after the side dodge punches, so whenever you do the punches and all, if you miss your target or if you miss hitting your opponent can get a free guard break after the punches. So be careful when using the punches too. But they are a good tool for whenever your opponent is hitting you, or if you dodge your opponent's dodge, or not dodge. But if you dodge your opponent's attack, you can go for the punch and you can get a punch on them. So be careful when using the punches again. All right, here we go. Round 3. Back off of Hito. Itakiris are annoying. There's the parry. There you go. So Skewer, I could go for a wall splat, but I didn't want to go for that. I feel like I want to miss it. Alright, there we go. There's the parry again. Come on. I'm just gonna parry everything. Oh, nice. Catch me. I'm gonna back up. There we go. Just hit him with the side dodge light. I don't have time to be dealing with the Hito. Alright, here we go. Nice parry. That's what... See right there, y'all? That's what happens when you go for that skewer. Or not skewer, but the zone. Alright, come on. There it is. Gotcha. Trying to get with the skewer. Trying to showboat. I need to quit it. Let me just end it, bro. Big fight. I'm just trying to showboat now. I need to chill out. Let me just hit that. There we go.
Victory.
Zerg, good fights, dude. But again, when it comes to the bash, that side dodge bash that I was mentioning earlier, not the side dodge bash, but the side dodge punch. Remember, guys, whenever using this, don't try to use it too much, because if you miss your opponent and then guard break you, that's an easy guard break for them. So just be careful when using it. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Side dodge. Side dodge late. All right. Heavy. Oh, I thought I'd catch him with it. Okay, good block. Nice. Nice again. Let it fly. Aw. And yep, that's a bite right there. That's a free bite. I gotta do shaman soon, dude. Nice guard break. And she let it fly a fight. She caught me off guard there. Alright, overall, Gladiator is a really easy assassin to get to play with in For Honor. The deflex, easy. The skewer, really good to use. The bashes, I would be careful when using the punches, the side dodge punches and bashes and all, because with the side dodge punches and the bashes, they tend to get a bit... I would just be careful when using them as best as you can, and don't try to force yourself to use them all the time, because the opponent will try to bait you as best they can, and they will try to guard break you after using it or after you whiff the bash, or they'll try to go ahead and get a guard break if you whiff the bash. So be careful when using the bash as best you can, guys. Okay, also, again, Gladiator on a tier list for me, I would say Gladiator is in the B tier column for me. I don't know where you guys would put him. If you guys would put him in C or A or D, just let me know in the comments where you put Gladiator on your own tier list. Also, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys and tell y'all that I've been a bit, I could say sick to you guys. I've been a bit sick lately, and I know that today's Gladiator video, if it did feel a bit weird today, I apologize for that. I just been very sick, and I've been having a hard time trying to, well, go over the script and all of it. So yeah, it's been very, very tough today. So yeah, y'all, I do hope you guys again forgive me for my entire video. Also, guys, memberships, I'm gonna try my best to get them done as best I can. I just got to get my energy back up. Once my energy returns and gets back to the way it was, then I will get back into doing the memberships as best I can for you guys. I just need to get some rest. Need to just rest up my body, get my mind straight, get everything straight. I will be back to the way I was, and we can continue the grind over and over and over, bro. But yes, let me know what you guys think about the Gladiator guide in today's video. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Leave a like if you did enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, you can always leave a dislike. It's all up to you guys. And also, if you're new, subscribe for more For Honor content and Exoprimal content here on my channel. I do that, and I just have fun with it. So yeah, y'all, just subscribe for more guides, maybe montages and gameplay soon. So, but yes, y'all, I hope you guys again enjoyed today's video. Again, like, comment, and subscribe what you thought about the Gladiator, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace out.